if you follow us on social media, you know we're rolling out our tonals, right? So it's our AI-driven digital weightlifting machines that we have on our wall in the gym. And what people don't realize is how intense the workouts can be with the resistance, right? People assume that 20 pounds is 20 pounds. So it's not this, if you have a 20-pound dumbbell, it's not the same as 20 pounds on the tonal. When you use a dumbbell, there's really only one point in the movement where the weight is actually challenging, right? It's usually in the middle of the rep when your muscle and your tendons are under the max amount of tension. At the top and bottom of that lift, gravity and momentum do most of the work for you. So you feel like you're pressing and working hard, but in reality, there's parts where you're not really under that much tension. So the tonal doesn't work like that. It changes resistance through the rep, and it creates like resistance through the entire motion. So if you're stronger at the top of a press and weaker at the bottom, the machine can actually tell that and adjust to that. All right, so it gives you more resistance than you're capable of handling, and it backs off where people normally cheat the movement or compensate. So this means instead of like fighting a sticking point or like trying to push through a rep, right, this gives you a full contraction from start to finish. It feels lighter where it should, heavier where it matters, and it keeps tension without beating you up. So that's one of my selling points with these is you're only under tension for about a third of the workout. If you're tossing around, barbells, dumbbells, like you're under tension way longer, and that's actually where injury happens is time under tension. Our muscles don't like to be under tension for that long. All right, so and because the resistance here is digital, it's not a fixed chunk of metal. It's safer on your joints, right? You're not muscling a dumbbell through the same path or range of motion, and you're not using momentum that might throw out a shoulder or affect your body being able to carry that into the next rep. So when someone tells me, oh, I lift 20 at home, I don't need a tonal, they don't realize that the tonal is giving them a precision that the dumbbells or weights just can't. You're not wasting energy fighting gravity, number one. You're not skipping the hardest part of the movement by cheating it, and you're not limited to one resistance curve. So the thing adapts to you, learns you, and your range of motion and your workout is actually better because of it. It's not about being easier or harder. It's about being smarter and safer. And we want people to be more effective. That's why when we tell people that we only are doing 3 times a week programming for them, that's because the more you work out on these, the more dialed in it gets, and then it becomes about safety and efficiency, not how many times can I work out and get a lift in. So again, 20 pounds on a tonal is not the same as 20 pounds in your hand, and it's not the same workout. One's guessing, one's engineered, and we're finding a ton of great results already using them.